Bonjour everyone and welcome back along to the Montpellier Career Mode, where today is going to be a bit of an in-between seasons episode, I think, to wrap up season number 1, but not quite dig our way into season number 2 just quite yet. But a good chance for anyone out there who wants to make some ideas and thoughts of who we should sign and how we should change our team heading into season number 2, to leave some thoughts in the comments below. And of course, like always with these series, your guys' thoughts, submissions and ideas pretty much are the building blocks to these series. Guys, you think we should sign? Do leave me on the comments below. But of course, remember, back before episode 1, there was the introduction video onto the rules of this series and what we can and can't change, which hopefully I'll remember when I'm editing this to pop up on the screen now so you know just exactly what we are contending with. Of course, we've got the restrictions of a lot of injuries. Of course, we've got restrictions of the French players and not too many imports in our team as well. And of course, we've got to build our way up from the pretty much cleaned out team that we started with in season number 1, which had an interesting season, to say the least. Let's take a look at how our season went. Today we're going to look at some stats, who our leaders were, how our best players were, and just how our opening season went. Of course, we have a quick look through the current side and see just where we think we need to improve this Montpellier side. So again, good chance for everyone. Leave your thoughts in the comments below or anywhere you can find me. Who you think we should sign or a position you think we should definitely improve, and we'll work on that and get the Season 2 team ready for action as soon as we can. Right, let's get into some stats. And we can see here, this is our career so far, and really a 1-star small town hero isn't so great, but let's be honest, this is a tough series. This really is a tough series. We're being short-handed by having to play our full squad. We're having to dig deep with an average team, and it's on the hardest difficulty with everything kind of being played against us. And it's what we love. That is what makes it so fun. It's a challenge, and we are here to build this team up slowly but surely. Our win ratio, let's not talk about that. I can't believe we actually played 40 matches. We won 19, we lost 19, and we drew 2. What do you reckon? Pass mark? That's a tough one. It was a very, very tough season as well. But we did pretty much get that as many wins as losses or draws, throwing it completely out the top drawer. Average points scored, 17.75. Average conceded, 17.10. How tight's that? We didn't get many big wins, but boy oh boy, it was an exciting season. Longest winning streak was 4 games. The longest losing streak was 6. Biggest winning margin, we tried to topple this all season long. 24 was all we could manage, but our biggest losing margin was only 21. What else we got here? Just our record. Top 14 quarterfinals in 2020/21. So let's have a look at the player stats. This is what I'm most interested in. I want to see who really stood out for this team. And we can look at how they stood out against the whole top 14 as well. We're not going to look at Mohamed House, or as good as Sally is. And of course, he did do some kicking as well. I want to look at how many games a player like... Where is he? Ritties. Right, the games played, I think, is the biggest one for me. 26 top 14 games. Ritties played 16, just over half the season. But go through this list, there's not many that actually played 26. Look, see, Pierre Lucas played 14, Dameru played 17, Raul Hark only missed 1 match. That's pretty good. Fuleta, 21, of course, most of them were on the bench. You got to remember, though, bench counts as a game played, regardless if you make it out on the field or not. Mohamed House only played 12. That is insane. 25 for Sally. He really was that key man for us in the second half of the season. There we go, 27. How has Mohamed House come up for 27? Thought we only played 26 games. Willems is in there as well on 27. 24 for Capelli. Oh, of course, we played the playoff game, didn't we? Of course, 26 plus 1. You clown. Where do you get your brain from? A few runner players here. We got the Willems, Hamadach, and Drago all played 27. Kamada just 14. Shileru 24, especially he wasn't a starter at the start of the season. Shileru really stormed on strong. Pelag, just 20 games for him, and Damon, what a shocker of a season, just 10. A shade over 33% of our matches, just over a third over that whole season. Moving on, in Gunderby, 17 games, another key player we just missed out on, and Vincent played 23. Galtier played a lot of games, wasn't our best sort of player. Boffier as well missed a large portion of the end of the season, and Tisserand was always there. Never got injured. What a shame that is. Maraud, always on the bench, Fishton back from injury as well. Verhaag started in our second row, finished on the bench. Now, Telegny played a lot of impact off the bench as well. Didn't get too injured. 2 tries as well for the lad. Got to give him that. Love a bit of that from him. Kylian Galtier, he was pretty much a mainstay while we had injuries coming in and out of the team. And Guerrero, well, he scored 1 try. And if you remember it, it was an absolute cracker. Who else we got? Bacogny played 11. That's what's going on there. That's garbage. He played heaps of games. Stats are broken. The stats are broken, everyone. De Beer, no real stats for him. Now let's have a look at the things here. Top tries. Now we're going to look at the top 10 because we know that Rolhak was our best try scorer. But, as you can see there, he was actually equal with Retiz. And why wasn't Retiz first? Don't know. RA should become before RE. But there we go. We've got 2 men inside the top 5 and inside that top 10. A bit of a cluster of players here as well from 10 tries. The other records I really want to look at, not too much tackles. Line breaks, I think we dominate this. I really think we dominate line breaks. We normally always do. So let's take a look here. Oh, yes. Rolhak, big time. 27. Vincent, 17. Demeru, Retiz alongside him. And Gunderby, 13 with Drago, 11. And Shaleru even popped up with 8. There's only 3 players. Herrera, of course, a front rower. Bailey and Elstad. Goodness me. Not many backs doing the job here for line breaks. That was interesting. Really, really was. Handling errors, we got anyone in that? No, of course not. We're far too good. Marks van Dijk, take that home. Take that home. We don't really care about points scored. Things like that. Injuries. Here we go. We'll dominate this. Here we go. This is a good little show of how often we lost players. Dalmeru, too often. 3 times throughout the season. Kamada, well, a whole list twice here. Kamada and Gunderby, Vincent, Retiz, Tisserand, and Rolhak all getting injured twice. Interesting. Tisserand, I don't think, missed a game, yet he went off injured twice in the season. Only a few other players there. Paella got injured twice as well. We injured him once. Kunal de Prayer and Florian Frieser, all with 2 as well. Interesting on the injury front. What else we got of any interest? The running meters. This will be interesting. Do we get anyone in there? No. Cesson Colby, though, right up there. Leo Barr doing the job. 2 444 big running meters. Well, how do we not get someone in that? Not sure. What do we get? Our best player, Retiz, 600 odd. Yeah, he's a wee way off. Kicking meters, probably not going to have anyone in that either as well. But overall, though, some interesting stats there from outside. Well, let's a little bit of look at the top players. Do we get any offloads away? Hardly not. No, look at that. Jean-Baptiste Gros with 47. What a freak of a man. All in all, not a bad little season for our individual players. Now, this is only going to be hopefully a short video, as I say, as I've gone well over 10 minutes already. But let's have a look at the team. The team is where we're going to look for next season. And I hope all of you have left some comments already in the comment section about who you think we should sign. Remember the restrictions, though, so we can't go out and buy a 96 rated. I don't even know what the top players are even rated on the game. I've not looked at them seriously enough to consider. But no, we can't go ripping out 90s unless we potentially... who's our best player? Where is Retiz? I think he is our best player. An 82. So, Demeru's an 84. So we could, I think, potentially get like an 87 in the midfield if we wanted to. But Demeru really does already do a good job there. Scrum half, I think, is somewhere. Let's start at the beginning. And let's go with what our best team would probably be. And it's pretty simple. Galatier wouldn't be there either. We would throw Demeru, who will be fit, in there. And Rolhak probably deserves to be in there as well. Where, though, I'm not sure. Vincent, very good. But we'll probably, just the way they played, Rolhak definitely was a standout for us this season. So, this is probably our best team for our performances and how we played and how we went throughout the year. So, front row, Mohamed House, 69 rated. Decent enough little player. I think Gilda Sally become our first choice hooker. But we do, of course, have the substitutes bench as well of, where is he? Guerrero, 79 rated. But the thing is with Guerrero, just keep in mind, he's 35. and he will probably retire, which means we need to get someone similar rating, which at 79 is very, very good. And the fact too, notice it, he's a blindside flanker as well, which we could use to our advantage, picking someone up for this back row. We could use either position they are listed as, so definitely something to consider. The second row, very good. Capelli, not rated fantastically, but a good ball carrier and a very good line-out stealer as well. Paul Willemse, can't go past him, but age again, just 28. I think he's got a few years left in him as well. Drago, Kamada, won't be going anywhere. Shileru really burst onto the scene, but do we go something better? Of course, we've got a 79, Drago, we could pick up a guy in the low 80s to replace Shileru. We don't have to get rid of that high player we've already got. That is just the cap we can increase them by. Scrum half, fly half, do we need someone who can actually kick a bit better than the legendary Thomas Damon? Just in the 70s, he's not fast, he's not a great kicker, he's okay and he's average. He's 23, and I think he's going to be around for a while in this team, but probably not as a starter. And Gunderby's good, I think, on the left wing. Decent little player, good speed, does bits, just gets around players and makes things happen. Midfield, Rolhak and Demaru. Of course, Demaru is the mainstay, but do we go with something better than Rolhak and Vincent? Do they drop down to the depth? Retiz on the wing, don't even talk to me about a replacement on there. And Bothier, stud, absolute superstar stud is Anthony Bothier. Would love to keep him there at fullback as well. We use him around the back line, and he just makes us better. So fullback probably not so much, even the right wing, but a lot of areas we do need to improve on. Depth wise, scrum half we really do lack. You notice Cabral, there he is, 45 rated. He's pretty poor and he's the only one we've got, so we need something better than that. Vincent there in midfield, Garada, hooker is good. These guys a bit average in those late 60s, and of course on the reserves it doesn't get much better. Guys like Bacogni, 58 rated, good for depth, but if they have to start, it's a really, really big drop-off from our top team. So let's a little bit look at our side. Let me know your thoughts, of course, and who you think we should pick up, because that is the main point. All sort of players will be available, so we've got to look out for the internationals. We're limited on that, and of course, French players. That's the big one. That is the overwhelming dominant factor of this series, isn't it? To keep this team as French as possible. We can get European players and we can get overseas players, but not too many. Go back to that graphic at the start and you'll see exactly what we mean. So just before you make up too much of your mind about who you want to see next season, I thought it might help if you knew who was expiring. Do we sign these players on for longer? Do we look elsewhere? Of course we can. If a player is contracted expiring, get someone of a similar rating for them as well. So they can, of course, be included into that equation. A 72 rated Hamanaj, we can go out obviously and pick up that 75 rated player, or 74, or whatever around that sort of range we like, as long as we stick to the stipulations. So here's a look at who is expiring. No one's re-signed, and no one will be until I read your comments. So, of course, keep that in mind and get writing down below. Leave 5 comments if you like. I'll read them. Don't worry. A book, helps me sleep at night. Hamanaj is going. He is expiring. Will he stay? 32 years old. How many more seasons do we get out of him before he packs his little bag up and goes back home? 72 rated, very good player, but do we have more options in France for him? Paul Willemse, definitely one I want to keep around. Big wage, much like Aguila Sally up there at 522, but 367, if we can get him down there for something similar, I'll be very happy to keep Willemse at this team. The rest of them, Capelli, Drago, and Kamada have 1 and 2 years left on their contract, I should say, but it is Shileru who is expired as well. Just 65, 29 years old. Do we go looking for a younger, better rated sort of player than Shileru, or do we keep what has been a Season 1 legend around just to keep that depth on the bench? Paylark staying, he's got 3 seasons left. At 33 though, you've got to wonder if he'll play all of those out. Damon, 1 year left, a 23-year-old. He is 70 rated, which is very nice as well. Going through in Gunderby, 1 year left on his contract. Rolhak staying. Damaru as well. Retiz, 2 years. I love that. That is brilliant. Damaru's on a massive ticket. Look at that, 972. And also keep noting, oh no, Bothier. Right, surely we've got to keep him. You have to keep Bothier. Remember up the top, you can see there as well, 2.711 million in the coffers to spend. So keep that in your ticker for guys like Bothier who are going to steal us out $500,000 of that money. Very quickly it goes away, especially if you throw in Valimsa, who's going to be very close to probably 400k by the time we sign him. Bothier there with a 500 or similar. There you go, you're losing $1 million straight away. You're about down to 1.5 by the time you get rid of these other chumps. Give them a little bit of a ticket as well. Brahag down there, 75. We're not even gone this far down. Is Gerardo retiring? No, he's got 3 years left. He's going to be here until he's 38. Goodness me. Galatea is expired as well. So you're looking, might have about $1 million, $1.5 million to go spending on some depth. Cabral has actually expired. He's just 19 though, very young. A good little depth on the team. What about these guys? Lucas got 2 years. Galatea, the back Galatea has expired as well. Bacogni expired. And Forletta expired. That is it. We can recruit some players. But that is a little bit of a look at the money situation. Who's expiring? Who we should pick up? Do let me know who you think we should keep around. I think at this stage, with the way injuries go, we should keep everyone around and build a bigger depth of squad to cover those injuries. We can have 50 players, and I tell you what, after this season, we'd probably use every single one of them too. But there you go, decision made. Probably a little bit harder now at where we need to look to better this team. Again, your thoughts, comments for Season 2. Get on it. And that is it. Just a little short interlude video between seasons for you guys today. I didn't bring too many out this week. Other things happening. So why do we work? Why do people work so much? Please answer me that question. But regardless, we are trucking on here with Montpellier into season number 2. Your thoughts, comments, get them there, and I'll see you for some signings very, very soon. Until then, thanks for watching as per always. Hope you enjoyed season 1 and are excited for season number 2. It's going to be even better. Until then, though, take care.